Hey everybody, welcome back. We're playing The Binding of Isaac. Have you heard of this game? I'm not gonna say what can you say. I mean, I said it, but only self-referentially. We're gonna build new habits here, okay? That's regular Eden, because I would not play as Tainted Eden. I have too much self-respect. Some people might say legitimately just too much self-respect in a vacuum. But regular Eden, absolutely. Love it. Looking forward to it. Is it wait what? That is wait what? This is not bad at all, man. I also think Bone Spurs, kind of an okay item. I noticed when Ed asked on Twitter, like, hey, what are some items that you'd like to see reworked? Some people said Bone Spurs, because like most of the time you see it, it doesn't do anything. Or you don't even notice that you have it. I'm kind of like, I don't know. I'm not saying that they're super wrong. It's not a transformative item necessarily, but I actually find my enjoyment of the game increasing when I use this item. Any other noted Bone Spurs enjoyers out there, or am I the only one who enjoys Bone Spurs and Harmony? Just me, huh? Anyway, it is a Tuesday. Good stream today. Played a little Super Auto Pets, surprise, surprise. Played a little Halo Infinite, a game that seems very good, but I do not like because I'm bad at it, and basically spend like half of my time running around and the other half of the time shooting once and then immediately getting killed, but mad respect for the people who are still out there, you know, rocking that Halo grind. I mean, some of us got over it in like 2003, 2004, 2005, but hey, it doesn't have to be like that. It doesn't have to be, I'm just, look, there's a little bit of envy. I do suffer, I wouldn't say it's gamer envy. Here's the thing. I envy the people who are good enough at a game to have fun in it, but there is a catch. And the catch is, I recognize that the path to that is available for pretty much, well, it's available for me at least. It just takes some hard work. I'm not willing to put hard work into getting good enough at a video game to like have a good time. Maybe that's an attitude problem. We've gone down this road before. I want it to be handed to me. It's my leisure time. I want the fun to flow easily. A little challenge is good, but the ideal form of challenge for me is literally just like they make me think there's a chance that I'll lose, but then I just win again. This is incredible. So Echo Chamber makes it so after you use a card or a pill, every card or pill you use from that point onwards has the effect of every card or pill you've ever used. So as long as you never take questionable cards or questionable pills, it just stacks into like a monster. Anyway, you may disagree, by the way, and nothing but respect if you do. If you want to get on that competitive game grind and, you know, work for your dopamine, respect. That being said, at this point in my life, I'm like, you know, if I wanted to be irritated and slightly bored while, you know, engaging in my leisure time, I would just do what people have done for thousands of years and read a book. Readers BTFO. No, I want to, you know, winning is great. But if you can't get me to a 50% win rate, and not even a win rate, because, like, team-based shooters are always weird, too, right? Because, like, I don't know what percentage of people have fun in a team-based shooter. Pretty much everybody on the losing team hates it, I think. Maybe I'm mistaken, but that's the way it sounds to me. What the heck does strength do? One moment, please. I want to return to this bit. This seems totally fine. They're slowed and they take double damage, and that now applies to every single card we use for the rest of the game. That seems pretty good. But, like, I think if you top frag, but your team loses, you're, like, not having that much fun. Because you're like, oh, I did so well. We totally should have won. Let's go Angel Deals, by the way. And then that means that, like, if you can't have fun as the top fragger on a losing team, probably, my expectation at least, is that the rest of your team that loses is also not having that much fun. However, it should be balanced, right? If 50% of the people playing are not having that much fun in that round, it should be balanced because the other people that won will be having fun. I think it's true for a lot of people, but I'll tell you, I was bottom fragging on the winning team. We won way more than we lost. I was not having that much fun towards the end. When you're, it almost like it stings different, right? When you get like 1 kill, 7 deaths, and you win, you're like, it makes you realize your insignificance. Not only in the game, but also like in the world, man. You look at that and you're like, wow, I wasn't even so remarkably bad that we lost. It's like I was so bad that my team just kind of like ignored me and we still won. That's not fun. I don't think that the player base for those games means that like 50% of the people are having fun at all times, minimum. Maybe it's more than 50%, by the way. But I feel like it's more like 50% of the people are willing to not have fun for a while, as long as eventually they'll be the ones having fun and ensuring that other people don't. But we've gone through this. I do have a theory of, this is not a mental model for all video games, is merely a mental model for competitive games. I feel most competitive games, depending on the type of personality you have, are basically a competitive cage match for dopamine, and you're either the dopamine receiver, the average dopamine receiver, or you're the average dopamine donator. The trick for me to having as much fun as possible in multiplayer games that are competitive, at least, is to recognize when I'm the receiver of dopamine, Super Auto Pets, and when I'm the giver of dopamine, just about every other game on the planet. And then as a result, all I can endeavor to do, I think this is a great time to pop this, by the way. I do not mind. All I can do is stay away from the games where I am the donator of dopamine and gravitate towards the ones where I'm a receiver. I could spend the next, 200 leisure hours of my life getting good enough at Halo Infinite to extract a little chestnut of enjoyment out of it. And I'm sure that the enjoyment would come more frequently as a result of that. However, I'm not gonna. By the way, again, this is not, Halo Infinite is not a bad game. Actually, I enjoyed my very limited time with it much more than Master Chief Collection, for sure. Even though Master Chief Collection was pretty good. But, just, I don't know. I mean, basically, like, it's a long-winded way of saying that I'm just, like, actually bad. I've just reached peak, like, dad, gamer badness. All I want to play is, like, fishing games and golf games. That's it. Just fishing and golf all day. I've reached through the looking glass, where people are like, that's such a dad thing to do. Yeah, whatever. You only play games where, like, high school students with spiky hair wield enormous swords and, like, kill demons. That's, congrats, okay? We're not so different. We're all just trying to have fun here. Okay, I play Madden. I don't actually, but I'm, for theory crafting reasons. If I play Madden, and you only play, Shin Megami Tensei games, what makes yours superior to mine in that way? What makes you a less gate-kept gamer? Nothing, in my eyes. That would never have opened that, let's be honest. Okay. Apparently neither would that, because, it wasn't real. I'll just get hit or whatever. That's my bad. What are we looking for here? This would be a fantastic time to experience a deal with the angel. And really, like, I need a supply of cards. I don't know. I guess, like, if we got deck of cards as our shop item, that would be insane. Like, Rock Bottom is truly a spectacular item that's a lot of fun. You can tell because instead of complaining about Isaac, I'm complaining about another game. So that's how you know the run is good right now. That's how you know they've given us some great stuff. I really do, though. Like, I don't know. It's funny to me, like, I get roasted sometimes. Like, a lot of my enjoyment in games is tied to performance. But that doesn't mean, like, I'm a competitive gamer psycho or something. Like, to be honest, what that means for me is I end up playing a lot of games that are not that competitive either. Like, Isaac, not really a competitive game. If you turn it into, like, multiplayer races and stuff, sure, but Slay the Spire, not really a competitive game out of the box. So I end up playing a lot more stuff, like, of that mind than, like, you know, multiplayer competitive video games. But I also feel like people will be like, well, you know, just practice so much, get good, and then when you get good, you'll start to have fun with it. And then you like look at their play history. They've played 15,000 hours of League of Legends. And then I go, how's that working out for you? You having a lot of fun? And then they're like, I take your point. Freaking hate this game. This game sucks so bad. What do you want to do tomorrow? Yeah, I'll be on. We can play like 70 or 80 games tomorrow real quick. You know, so I think it's actually... I think that maybe one solution is become literally the best gamer in the world. The other solution, which is much easier, is recognize the games where it's a little harder to extract that dopamine unless you're good. And if you're not willing to go to pay the price, then, you know, maybe just play some Enter the Gungeon instead. Maybe just play some... I don't know, there's lots of other games. Maybe just play Super Auto Pets but get good. That's been my solution. You know what?
Soul of Isaac.
I'm actually probably the best gamer on the planet. We turned what I'm assuming was like Bob's Rotten Head or Bob's Curse into an apple. Next, I'm going to show you a magic trick. I'm going to show you how we make a pencil disappear. So now, we're starting with rock bottom. First off, our HP is a little precarious, but we got to start thinking with not rock bottom. I literally had it in my head a second ago. I literally mentioned it a second ago. Rock bottom is like the stats version of this. Either way, we can now use our cards tactically for a number of reasons. We can double our bombs. That's good. We can do double damage to enemies and slow them. That's great. But we can also use a card as a way to Soul of Isaac an item pedestal, which is sick. Now, I actually feel like you don't want... I don't know, maybe... I mean, I guess if you wanted to, you could use the Emperor card. I don't think it's bad. Like, I think the effect on the Emperor card is insanely good. The only thing I don't like about it is that it removes the flexibility of not teleporting. So I don't think we actually use the Emperor card. As much as I genuinely do love it, the time is not right. I don't mind. I love it. That seems exceptional. Yeah, I would love another card, though. I mean, I would just love more cards in general. Yeah, this is kind of insane. This run is a little amazing. If we were going for speedrun strats, you would just pop the Emperor card for certain, but anyway. That's enough talk about Halo. I mean, this should tell you where we're at from a game's position that I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'll play it. I downloaded Halo last night. It was 475 terabytes. Don't quote me on that, by the way. I had fun. The limited amount that we played, I had fun for almost all of it. I just recognized when to get out, and then I was like thinking for other stuff to play. I mean, let me put it this way: the last hour of the stream today, we were hoping to get enough people together to play. Oh no, Jackbox. That didn't happen. So instead, Apollo and Justin and I just looked at a blank screen and just shot the breeze for an hour. And honestly, it might be my fourth favorite game of this year. I'm not being facetious. Many people are saying, PC Gamer said, the visuals, they gave it a 0 out of 10, leaves a lot to be desired, but the writing in the game is off the charts. Their words, not mine. Genuinely, you can look it up. Not really, obviously, that's insane, but... No, it's real. I mean, it would just be insane for you to look it up. Like, what, you don't trust me? Okay, well, that's unexpected. Okay, sure, fair enough, okay. Get me out of here. I guess we could have played the blood bank a little bit. Alas, I'm moving. We're schmoving here. I just want to see more cards. I could also see PhD, and then all pills will become cards. What do you think is the most underrated spice or seasoning? I have to be honest with you. So some spices and seasonings are not underrated. They're either like, you know, commonly used or appropriately rated. Good example, salt. Nobody's like, oh, salt's, you know... It's an argument I wouldn't want to take the position in, of saying salt is overrated. It's used in pretty much every food on the planet, I guess. There is salt added. It's a flavor that human beings are like predisposed to enjoy in many different contexts. Obviously, something can be too salty. I'm not trying to argue that ridiculous position either. Merely suggesting salt not overrated. Just merely, you know, very represented. Other ones, though, look. If you look at, like, the ingredients list on anything you particularly enjoy the flavor of, there's a few seasonings you might see. Garlic powder and garlic salt are very common. I certainly would not say underrated. Maybe underknown? You know, I think a lot of people don't recognize, like, hey, what's giving this that awesome, you know, kind of tangy mouthfeel? And it's garlic powder. But I gotta, you know, nothing but respect for cumin. Nothing but respect for, you know, paprika. Nothing but respect for cardamom, garam masala, etc., etc. I gotta go out and say, maybe it's not a seasoning, I guess, but most underrated herb on the planet, outside of Scandinavia, where it's treated with the reverence that it warrants, dill. I wonder what percentage of North American dill consumption and exposure only comes through pickles, or God forbid, and I love them, but still, only comes through dill pickle potato chips. Like, dill is a little dill on a salmon, a little dill, you know, in like a mashed potato or a potato salad or something like that. I'm just saying, it hits the dang spot, man. Okay, I'm actually using Soul of Isaac like the greatest gamer that's ever existed. Are you seeing what we've created for ourselves as a result of this? Now, the tower, that's one that's a little tougher to use. It wouldn't bother me too much to get... You know what? If we got some form of invincibility with it, I wouldn't mind using the tower. But if we don't, then we're a little bit stuck here. I think dill is, like, heavily underrated. I love the dill flavor. Goes well on fish, goes well on meats. You can call me a psycho if you want to call me a psycho. Wouldn't be the first time. I mean, the Joker's just like a normal guy to me, as Chib says. That's how twisted up I am. You can put some dill in some drinks, and it'll hit the spot, man. Like, I'm in the same way about mint as well. Like, I think mint's a little bit underrated. I think we should take Eden's Soul. We're not going to use Wait What that much at this point, when we have, like, basically infinite bombs of our own creation. This seems good. I don't know what kind of drinks, but now I'm just, you know, if you made something, say if you made like a Bloody Mary, you put a little bit of dill in that, nothing wrong with that. I think dill, it's due for a come up, you know, it deserves some respect. Right now, everything's, you know, very pumpkin spicy. People are getting into, like, oat milks and nutmegs and something like, you know, the oat milk, I guess, is not really a seasoning. It's more like a, you know, an all-in-one beverage, but just hear me out. I think we're ready. I think we're ready for the dill-assance. But I will also say, in terms of the seasonings and the spices in my spice rack that get used most often, I mean, salt and pepper, chief amongst them. Without a doubt, I wouldn't want to disrespect salt and pepper. Garlic salt, garlic powder, up there. Cumin, up there. I just want to reiterate, I know what I'm doing, okay? Occasionally, I'm a fool. I'm a fool. I'm loath to admit it, but occasionally, if a food just doesn't, like, if it looks kind of bland, but I know that it tastes good. What is this? Steam sale? I honestly thought that was like a bloody razor blade. If a food looks kind of bland, but I know that it tastes good, I'll just sprinkle a little Italian seasoning on the top of it just for presentation. It's just like some random flecks of green. It makes the food look better, which makes it taste a little better. But the real secret weapon, first off, red chili flakes. You can Add a dash of red chili flakes to just about any dish. Maybe, you know, not if you're cooking baby food, of course. Duh. Don't try to get me in trouble. You know what? I've never been less afraid of anything in my life. What the heck is that? It's just a bag? It's a bag? Bag of crafting? I don't want this. Are you crazy? This run's already insane. Okay, hold on. We're gonna get another card. Or any pill. And we're gonna Soul of Isaac all those items. Because honestly, that's a lot of overhead. But a little red chili flake goes a long way. A little smoked paprika in any recipe that calls for paprika. You know, it adds a nice little twist on the formula. And this is the ultimate secret weapon. A little chipotle powder can really go a long way, man. Don't add too much. It's actually quite spicy. It can make some dishes a little bit more unpalatable if you take it to the extreme. But, oh baby. Okay, good damage. A little chipotle powder, it goes a long way. That's just my 2 cents, okay? That's how you know I haven't really left the house that much recently. You know, just been chilling for the most part. Peloton's been going well. I'm gonna, you know, Cliff Notes my own tweet. I apologize. Maybe you enjoyed the tweet. This will be like a greatest hits type bit, but I do think it's a little bit messed up that I have so many like 75-year-olds will pass me on the leaderboards and then they'll give me a high five. Like, I get it, you know. You're good at cycling. I'd probably be good at cycling too if I had been doing it for literally 64 years. But I've only been doing it for like 20, so if you could just cut me some freaking slack while I'm trying to, I'm in the power zone right now. I'm getting my butt kicked. You know, you're sending me a high five. I can't even have a conversation right now. You're taking it too far. What? That turns us into the Lost when we use it? I don't know. Didn't I use the tower card? This seems really dangerous to have the ability to turn into the Lost and also be surrounded by bombs every time you press the button. But also, am I wrong or am I right that this will give us Holy Mantle as well? At least for that moment. Okay, we want straw. All the other items are pretty much like doo-doo tier. We're just gonna leave the hourglass, unfortunately. It's a bit of a whiff, honestly. I'm getting a little scared. Like, this run has slowed down. And I don't know what happened. Our damage is 2.69. How did such a nightmare come to pass that our damage got so low? Did that happen with Revelations? In which case I would not complain. I mean, our rate of fire is 6, so it's not like we're really getting destroyed out here. But like, I do feel like a little extra would hit the spot for sure. And I don't know what the heck we're doing with. Oh, you piece! Well, there goes our angel deal. I don't know what the heck we're doing with our cards at this point. We basically just turned all our cards into Soul of Isaac, which is, like, pretty okay, but... You know, leaves a little bit to be desired, I guess, versus the other effects that we could have got. I guess they double our bombs every time as well. We're going question marks, right? I think it's, well, if it wasn't, it is now. Just 3 HP. That's the only problem. 3 HP. It's the kind of... Look... it cheeses you off just a little bit, right? Don't lie to me. We got 3 HP, we started with 2 HP, and we haven't taken a deal with the devil. So, like, what are you supposed to do? When the run doesn't give you any form of health, how are you supposed to get out of it, you know? The only time we got HP was via, Revelations. It's alright. They're gonna... I know for a fact we're not gonna die here. They're gonna give us health. I might just be washed in Isaac. Like, in Super Auto Pets, I'm still ripping it up. The brain's still doing great stuff. But I might be washed in, I might be washed in Isaac. It wouldn't be the first time it's been suggested. Either way, literally any card we get gives us almost full HP. So it should be harder to dive, but I don't know. We'll see. I actually think we got a pretty sweet assortment of cards. I'm just like... It's like... We got a situation where you can, like... It's so hard to have your cake and eat it too, right? Like, you only need 3 things to win an Isaac run. You need health, tears, and damage. If you wanted to make it 2, you can call it health and DPS. But, like, it seems like so many runs, at least recently, can't hit all 3. You don't even really need health. You could just be cracked and get DPS. But, like, on this run, we got tears. Great. Well, how's our health and our damage? Like, just not being a hater, but, like, you know... 3 health is really bad for the womb one, and 2.69 damage is really bad unless your tears are cracked because you got like soy milk or something, in which case it seems kind of incredible. So like it's like it's impossible to solve the dilemma. Now I'm being needlessly rude, but I do kind of, it's like that tweet, you know, like please help me balance my budget, my family is dying, stop spending so much money on candles. No. It's like, oh, the balance of the game is so bad, please help me. I can't seem to have my players constantly get everything they need to have a fun and successful run. Maybe add less items that do nothing? Never. Okay, look, I said it was a bad faith take. I only said it because I thought it was funny, not because I thought it was true. It might just be because I'm a little washed, you know? It's been known to happen. Oh, excuse me. Thank you! I knew when I picked up Monkey's Paw, I thought to myself, I'm never gonna make this work. But I knew in my heart of hearts, perhaps one day, it would come through. When I needed it the most. Also, like, pretty bad to just get Strange Attractor. Okay. But... That is like genuinely just Isaac. Please don't pop out of the ground and hit me. I guess we're gonna fight. Okay, don't hit me. I have a real need to go back here and hopefully get a secret room. I am genuinely going to show you that I am not just out here trying to die with a good excuse. I'm going to go back and blow up the angel not the angel statue, the blood bank, and we're going to take it from there. No promises, of course, of what that means for us, but you know, it could give us nothing. I also think there's a bunch of bombs on the ground in the room, but let's see. Never mind. Okay, they've already exploded. It did not give me any HP. I felt like that was kind of guaranteed. Fair enough. You got something for me? You got something for me? Oh. You're crazy for this one. I don't know if I really want to do 3 boss fights to... Oh, I can't even get in the room, so don't even worry about that. Secret room? I think that would have found it. You know what? We got 92 bombs. Place it a little closer. Do the work here. I don't see a tinted rock. I do see secret room potential. Alright, well, I'm fresh out of ideas. Time to die, probably? I don't know. Mr. Fred, not the hardest boss in the game. It's Dr. Fred. Please, okay. Dude, Straub can get us there too. This would be an amazing time to get that 1 in 9 angel deal. Oh man, oh man. Oh, okay, it's a devil deal, but still. At this point, I'm not going to be picky. Okay, screw you. We'll head down a floor. Still alive? Still alive. Alright, regular judgment. Okay, this is interesting at least. Yeah, sure, I'll waste my time here. Alright, thank you so much. Reroll rewards. Take a screw. You know what? This is not that bad, I'm realizing. Because even if we don't want the active item, all we need is 1 card to get a Soul of Isaac here. I think we're probably capped on tiers. So these are basically just going to be item pedestals for us, but that's okay. I guess we could Game Kid for some HP. Yeah, just one card. I would even, at this point, I would probably take a pill of any kind. I guess we should donate bombs to the Bomb Lord as well. I'm just getting old, man. Because, like, I'm at the point where this is no longer zany to me. The strange attractor making it impossible to hit anything is just annoying. It's like the way, you know, when you see... The most annoying thing you will ever see in public is people behaving like you behaved when you were, like, 10 years younger. Maybe, like, closer to 12, 15 years from me now. But, like, you know, when I see, like, someone... I say it all the time. I see someone, like, you know, sneakily, like, cracking a beer in the movie theater or something like that, looking around going like, someone's gonna... Nobody cares. Like, just crack it and enjoy. Stop making us part of the experience that you're, like, thrill-seeking. Nobody... We're all just trying to enjoy the movie. You know, that's... Now, like, the things that I found zany in this game... well, not all of them. But the zaniness of, like, you know, ooh, strange attractor, so goofy, I can't hit anything, not clickbait. Now I'm like, bro, just let me tap the buttons. I don't care if you kill me, but can you, like, stand still? that's all I ask. I'm losing, you're spoiling my focus, I'm losing patience. I fed you 40 bombs, you're giving me a big pile of crap. I'm out of here, man. Okay, this is good, this is good. It's good. That's true. True. That's true. True, true, true. Keep moving here. Just keep moving. One room at a time. We got some spirit hearts with our names on them. Thank you so much. I'm trying to think of what else. Because we're actually not likely to get a deal on this floor. So we can't rely on a deal saving us. We don't get any items from the boss. So it really is up to, like, a card... and or a pill. And it could be a huge help. I mean, there's 3 item pedestals back there. I think out of our last 3 item pedestals, we got Straw plus Brother Bobby. So, you know, it's not always going to be 10 out of 10. But any addition to this run would hit the spot right now. Except for that key I left back there. There you go. I mean... perfectly placed bomb. I calculated the Coriolis effect in my head that Strange Attractor was going to create there. Are you seeing these dodges? Like, maybe I'm not washed. Maybe I'm actually, like, legendary. Maybe I'm, like, the drunken master of Isaac right now. Streamer not washed confirmed. I really hate the idea of leaving those 3 pedestals behind, man. That does not sit right with me. Let's do this fight. Use all of your bombs if you have to. It's worth it. I'm just gonna be honest, like, I'm not allowing myself permission to take damage. I'm giving myself BTS, you know, we don't need permission to dodge. That's right, Army. I'm familiar with some of your songs. No! Okay, well, sorry, I let you down. I really don't want to just leave. Can you just give me a card? What the heck is this? Automatically create the red key when you leave a room? I feel like we can't afford to dump Monkey's Paw, unfortunately, but it's an interesting concept. I could use a little fuel myself. Nope. Nice try. I'm not doing it with a smile on my face. But I could get a smile on my face if you would just give me a card. Even more so than, like, 1 HP upgrade. If you could just give me a card. Okay, you could take money and give card. Please. You're, like, one of the things you're most likely to pay out with is a card. So this would be a wonderful time for you to... I'm gonna straight up become the Joker. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm leaning into the absurdity. You want to get nuts, game? I can get nuts. What we're gonna do? We're gonna walk back here. And from this point onwards, it's a meme, okay? We're gonna walk back here. I'm gonna hope in my heart of hearts that I get an excuse to leave to the next floor, which would be using the Crooked Penny, trying to double the item pedestals, but the item pedestals don't double. What's actually gonna happen is that they are gonna double. Alright. I tricked you. I hit you with the double reverse psychology. Why am I now fishing for a card? That's a good point. Why don't you take this money? Let's get out of here. We'll take the straw down to the next floor. Like, you got to admit, nobody wants to hear somebody just complain over and over and over. I agree. I'm also trying to make the complaining entertaining. But, like, you know, when you start an eat and run with 2.69 damage, you're like, oh, well, 2.69 damage, that's funny. It's not so bad. When you end an eat and run with 2.69 damage, you kind of look at this and you go, do you have damage upgrades in the game? Okay, I tried. You know, like, they must be in here. I've seen them before. There was a period where the stapler, oh my god, you couldn't shake a stick without the stapler coming around. I miss those days. You just gotta sort through, like, you know, Bob's key to the underwear drawer, 76% chance to let you carry 2 trinkets. Okay, again, sorry, I think in some ways, the tilt brings me power. You know, I'm not actually upset, for one. I'm just kind of, I don't know, fatigued. The Onion article that's like Incredible Man Too Angry to Die, that I try to channel that spirit with me on some of these Isaac runs. In a way, I would almost become less powerful if you gave me more damage, because I would actually, like, lose that indignantness, that indignant streak that kind of, you know, I think gives me a little extra stubbornness right here. I appreciate the HP. Let's take it, man. Oh, it's, the rooms can't just be rooms anymore. They can't be like 6 enemies anymore that are manageable. There's got to be 6 enemies. 2 of them are champions. Then, when you're halfway through the room, 2 enemies come out, and they summon pots, and they move around in an impossibly to predict fashion. They throw the pots at you, and then get this, when the chest spawns, it's not actually a chest, because spikes come out of it. Oops, you figured that one out? Okay, now spikes don't come out of it, but sometimes a ghost will pop out of it and just hit you. Okay, good, okay, fun, yeah. You know what? We're moving on. I'm leaning into it. I'm going to become the bad boy of Isaac. Along came a spider, sat down beside her, hey, and gave her a bone of his own. You know what I'm talking about? Dice, dice, dice. I don't know if Andrew Dice Clay is necessarily like a household name anymore or ever. It's okay, I didn't want like a card or a pill. Anyway, on the bright side, we're like, by definition, we found almost all the dead ends you could see on this floor. You know what's crazy about, like, a road? If a road isn't a dead end, then it's, like, connected to every other... You know what's crazy is that, like, if any road that... You know what's crazy is, like, any road that's, like, a dead end... Even a road, it's just inspirational to think about. Even a road that's a dead end could get you anywhere. All you need to do is turn around and try a different direction. You know what I mean? Like, you could go down a road and it's like, oh, this is a dead end. You think that's sad? It's not sad. You get off that road, you get back on Main Street, you take Main Street, you know, maybe to Clark Drive. You take Clark Drive east. You get on Highway 99, all of a sudden from that dead-end road, you're on BC Highway 99. That can let you get onto the Trans-Canada Highway. From the Trans-Canada Highway, you can get anywhere in Canada. Boom, all of a sudden, you're dead-end. I don't need to blow that up now that I think about it. It's not a dead end anymore. You just had to turn 180 degrees and walk away. A dead end, man, could get you anywhere. If anything, a dead end is like the ultimate piece of information because it shows you the only place you can't go. How about that? How's that for inspiration? Geez, it really makes you think or something. BRB printing this on a bunch of targeted demographic t-shirts and then buying $5,000 worth of Facebook advertising? Hell hath no fury like a mom who loves the Masked Singer and accepts that dead ends are only dead ends if you're going the wrong direction. And is married to a volunteer firefighter who drives a Toyota Tacoma. Hell hath no fury Like a 1992 Honda Civic driver who loves Jonathan Taylor Thomas movies. And is married to... dude, we could just Markov chain this. I'll just pick this up real quick. It's a shame that they got rid of all the cards in the game. I thought the cards were kind of like one of the more fun aspects. But it's cool. It's not like we have an item that's like predicated upon making them work or anything, so it's not like a big deal. Okay. Pretty useful assortment of items here. Fruity Plum flies around the room looking like a dummy. Occasionally kills one tiny fly, thus justifying its existence completely, even though your own shot was probably about to hit them anyway. A card, please. Okay, that's a key is okay. I'm not mad, but... Okay, I want to be clear. A lot of my complaining about the game is satire. Some of it is that telltale, within every joke, there's a little hint of truth. But that's okay. We're here to joke. So it's a necessary evil. It would just, even at this point, if you could just give me just a little token of your appreciation by giving me even a minor damage up, even one of those many damage upgrades that's like, hey, it's a damage upgrade, but it only works in one eyeball. Okay, hold on. We don't know what any of these do, but this is an interesting situation for sure. It was pheromones. Okay, hold on. Your dirty mind, I can't imagine a world where that's relevant, but that's okay. It actually genuinely is nice to get the pills again. I just hope if one of them's like addicted or paralysis, like, we're gonna be in a little bit of trouble. I wouldn't even bother trying to dodge that. You know as well as I do, you're just eating that one way or the other. Maybe I'll eat another one real quick just for fun, just for sport. Strange Attractor plus Beam Enemy plus Narrow Room. Little unpredictable. You ever think about like how many splinters they must have when Strange Attractor like pulls their whole body, which is submerged in the floor? Like 25 feet through the pine 2x4s? Like they must be, I feel for them, man. They must be hurting. So I can't pop this until I think that I'm going to die. I don't think I'm going to die. If I get hit once more, I kind of think that I'm going to die. No. I know we still have Monkey's Paw, but Monkey's Paw won't work for us. I regret nothing. If we were on a full heart interval. There's all these conditions you gotta learn. I can't believe we won that. It's so strange. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow with another one. See ya.